Hey everyone. Hey Della. Hey, today we're going to take a look at a song that was very popular in the late 50s. It was an instrumental, and it was by a duo called Santo and Johnny. The name of the song was Sleepwalk, and I think it even reached number one in the late 50s when it came out. I think that's when it came out. It might have been the very early 60s. But anyways, it was a very popular tune, and instrumentals were popular on the radio back in the day. The original kind of went like this. The melody did. Okay. So we're going to take a look at it and the way that I arranged it quite a number of years ago for solo guitar, using chords and playing more of a chord melody than single lines. The first thing I did was, which I usually don't do, but I took a little liberty with the melody. Instead of starting it on D, now it was in the key of C originally, I believe, but we're going to play it in D. So the melody would be. We're going to start it on A and go down to F sharp, then E, F sharp, G, A with chords, and so we're almost like playing a harmony to it, to the melody. So we're going to start. First of all, let's before we start, let's get the chords straight. It's a very simple head or verse because it's D, B minor, E minor, A7. We're in the key of D, so that translates into D is the one chord. B minor is the sixth chord. It's built off the sixth step of D. E minor is the two chord because it's built off the second step of D. And A7 is the five chord built off the fifth step of D. Now, if you don't understand that now, if you just study a little bit of basic music theory and harmony, that will be unlocked very easily. So sometimes we speak of chords by the numbers, and that's what we're going to do here. So it's 1, 6, 2, 5, D, B minor, E minor, A7, and that's all we're going to use. We may play a few different shapes and things, and maybe alter a chord a little bit here and there, but we won't get crazy. So let me just play it first, and we'll just jump into it. Here it is, chord melody style. That's one verse. Second verse, D, B minor, E minor, A7, D, B minor, E minor, A7, D, B minor, E minor, A7. Then I'm going to play. All right, we'll get to that. So let's look at the verse now. Now, I was calling out the generic chords D, B minor, E minor, but I actually played an A triad at the 5th fret, the 5th position, over a D note. That gives us a D major 9 sound. Then I came down here and played a B minor 7, which I'm just playing, the top notes look like a D over the B note. Here's B minor with the bar form. Take your pinky away and you get B minor 7, but I'm not playing the F sharp note, so I can just use these two fingers. Then I did a passing tone F down to E, and these three strings would make E minor. Then here I played an A9 in the second position. That means where my index finger is. So here's a A7. If you add the B note on the 4th fret of the 3rd string, you get an A9er. A9er, yeah. So it was D, B minor, and sometimes I'll add add a little note like that. Sometimes I'll slide in, passing tone, A7 or an A9, D minor 7 or D, and the melody just goes kind of like that. But I'll just play a different fill. E minor. Now here, I'm playing it, it looks like a G major 7, or if you take this note away, there's just a G. It's part of this bar chord over an A, or over an E. I mean, you can see it as an E minor 7. And then do this, lift this finger off and cover 2 strings back here. It's like an A13 with your 5th string bass. Then there's a D chord using the C shape. Sound a little out of tune here. Okay. Then B minor, E minor, A7. And if there's a sus there, and so it's an A7 sus 4, or you might call it A11. But again, don't make this too technical because it's just these 4 chords: D, B minor, E minor, A7. Everything belongs to the key of D. And so, you know, if you were to strum it, it'd be D, B minor, E minor, A7, D, B minor, E minor, A7. That's the first verse, and then the second verse just has a little different ending, because in music the second verse is always going to take you somewhere else. The second ending, I mean. Sometimes the endings will be the same, but if the second ending is different, it's because it's going to go to a chorus or a bridge. So now we're going to play the second verse and with a second ending, and when we get to the second ending, I'm going to play a G minor 6, which looks like a C9 with a G bass. So you can see it as C minor, or C9, excuse me, with a G bass as well. But we're going to call it G minor 6, and then D over F sharp. Well, D over F sharp. Here's D. We're just going to take this F sharp and put it in the bass. That way, our voice leading will go. Then we'll have 2 D7s here and up here, and then that will lead us to the G, which is the first chord in the bridge. So here's the second verse. B minor here. D. B minor. Here's the G minor 6. D over F sharp. D7. Now, the bridge, I'll play it. Then we'll talk. Then we're back to our verse. Our last verse. Same chords. D, B minor 7, E minor 7. Just like that. Now, a second ago, I did play a B7 raised 9 instead of the B minor. So on the outro. Sometimes you'll make those chords. You use what they call a secondary dominant. You'll just turn it into a dominant instead of a minor. Usually only in the turnaround, but not always. Okay, let's go to this bridge now. At the end of the second verse, we'll play the second verse. D, we're just calling out the generic chords: B minor, E minor, A7, D, B minor, E minor, A7, D, B minor, E minor, A, D, G minor 6, D over F sharp. Now we got G. The chords here are going to be G. I'm playing G major 7, G minor, and then I play a C7 with a sus. So it's D and A7, but I got a raised 5, D, and sometimes that's just like sliding these inner notes down, and then look, I play an A flat 7 flat 5, which is a half step above the next chord, which is going to resolve to G major 7, which starts the second half of our bridge. So we split the bridge in two. The first half is G, G minor, C7, D, A, D, A flat, G major 7, G major 7, G minor, C again, D, back to the C, now the A, same kind of sus sound, A7, that's our bridge. And then our last verse, I'm sorry, D major 9, B minor, A7, D minor, B minor, passing tone, A. There's the raised 9, B7 raised 9. This is functioning as E minor, A13, flat 5 probably, and there's the A triad over the D again, and that gives you that D major sound, a D major 9 sound. Okay, that pretty much wraps up the arrangement for Sleepwalk. In conclusion, I'd like to say two things. Number one, always try to find the original and listen to the original so you can see what the composer or the players were doing and what they intended, so you don't foul it up too bad. You want to kind of stay close to the melody. And then the second thing is, don't be afraid to change, reharmonize, in other words, use different chords, things like that, to put your own personality into it. That's all good. As long as you don't destroy the original melody, you're fine. Remember, like a lot of people say, melody is king, and if you get too far away from the melody, people will not recognize the tune. And even though in the beginning, where I started on the fifth below of the melody, I started here, I didn't destroy the melody, and people still recognize the song. So that's it. Good luck. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.